Does anyone like painting or sketching here? Oh, that's great. And I'm sure all of you must have like little stories as to how you started painting or sketching in the first place. Like maybe you got inspired by your school art teacher, or maybe you started following a YouTube tutorial, or maybe one fine day you just started doodling during one of your boring classes. So I'm here to share with you how I started my painting journey. When I was 7 years old, one of my teachers had to say something very unusual to my parents during a parent-teacher meeting. She took one of my test papers out and she told that this girl colors everything she sees on the paper. You know the kind of small diagrams that come with reading comprehensions, which are ideally not supposed to be filled with any color. After finishing all the questions, I used to pick up crayons and even color those things. So she suggested my parents that this is something I have noticed, and even they thought that I had potential. What would have really been going on in a 7-year-old mind? She would have thought that okay, like maybe this is also a part of the exam. I shouldn't leave anything blank, even if they are just pictures, and maybe I would just have colored it. But then my parents really thought I had this potential, and they enrolled me into painting classes. But in the initial years, contrary to their expectations, I didn't fare that well in painting. I never used to win any competitions, and I used to constantly compare myself with my fellow classmates who used to win all these competitions. But gradually I started improving. I started to inspect where I was really going wrong with the help of my art teacher, and I used to like observe the graphics in the video games that my brother used to play and all those animated movies, and I started improving on myself. So this is a slideshow of how my drawings evolved over time. These are really very few pictures out of like hundreds of pictures I have painted. So this is how I started when I was 7 years old. You can see this, and this is how I fared through primary, yeah, and the secondary school. No. Even now when I look at these paintings, I feel like the reflections could have come a little bit better. And his arm could have been long enough to have touched the ground really. And yeah, this is one of my more latest. And this painting is, I think I've drawn it like 2 to 3 years ago. This is a painting of Rani Padmavati. Actually, a little mishap happened during painting this. My palette fell from my hand and brown paint got stuck on her face. I tried to balance it out, but it came like, her skin tone came like 2 to 3 shades darker. But does she look beautiful? That's all I wanted to hear. So after this, like when I was reaching high school, people around me used to tell me to focus on studies more. I clearly remember a 12th grade professor, he told me that why don't you put as much effort in studies as in painting? To which I had no answer back then. And when I stopped painting for a brief amount of time to focus on studies actually, the same people who used to say things like you have to focus more came back and they started asking me, oh, why aren't you painting now, or what happened really? To which again I didn't have any answers. As far as the process of painting goes, it wasn't easy either. People would take a look at an unfinished painting and they would say things like, oh, why have you drawn it like that? It doesn't look good at all. And even after the process is complete, people are very quick to point out mistakes. They'll say things like, oh, this doesn't look right, you should have painted it in another way. At that time, I used to feel quite dejected about it. My father saw this and he told me a story to console me perhaps. The story goes like this. There was once a young painter who made his first painting to be displayed in the public. He wrote under that painting, he put a small note saying that if you find any errors, please circle them. The next day he came and saw that the painting was covered with hundreds of circles. So he went to his mentor quite dejected, and the mentor advised him differently this time. He said that, okay, this time you make a new painting and put a new note saying that if there are any errors, please pick up the brush kept here and correct them yourself. So the next day he came back and he saw that the painting was left untouched. So my dad might have told me back then to just console me because I couldn't take criticism that well. But with time, I really started to accept this constructive criticism, and there were many people who showered me with compliments also. So it really boosted my confidence. So one thing I realized was that when I focused less on what the perfect result would have been and more on how I'm having fun during the process, I could really enjoy this whole process of painting. It really allowed me to grow, to create, and enjoy every brushstroke throughout the process. Thanks.